started. Blog Talk Radio.
Diving deep, deep into the source, bringing love so we can release that which we no longer need. Diving deep, deep into the source, bringing love so we can release that which no longer need. Diving deep, deep into the source, bringing love so we can release that which we no longer need. Diving deep, deep into the source, bringing love so we can release that which we no longer need. Diving deep, deep into the source, bringing love so we can release that which we no longer need. Diving deep, deep into the source, bringing love so we can release that which we no longer need.
This is Andrew Aloha live out of Flagstaff, Arizona with Spiritual Homes Productions on Blog Talk Radio and Free Conference Call and YouTube. Establishing and maintaining right relationships with human values. Aloha and welcome to tonight's Golden Age Psychic Show. Tonight, just to let you know, oh, come on. What is going on? It's one of those days, but that's the point. Oh, come on. Give me a break. You know, as soon as I get to my page, we'll get back on track here now. Just to let you know, the Golden Age Psychic Show is a unique and rare experience that has been running for several years now, over 8 years now, I believe. It is composed of a panel of psychics, usually 2 to 5 people with various gifts and talents from all over the world, mostly the United States, doing round-robin style of reading for people from all over the world. There's no service charge to participants. Find out what potential famous person you could have been in another life. Are there any relatives with you in spirit form now? Is your knee or back or arm injury related to some kind of karmic tie with your parents? What lies ahead of you? Be brave and ask the questions. The answers may surprise you. And Andrew Aloha, myself, and I are an executive producer of Spiritual Homes Productions, whose mission, goal, purpose is to establish and maintain right relationships through human values, or to exemplify to others right, healthy relations with ourselves and with each other. We have been counseling, coaching, mentoring for over 15 years. The astrology readings we do are a Western esoteric style of tradition, Western being more of a personality and lower ego-based style, while esoteric readings are more soul, true life, purpose-based, with the date for the latter being psychically derived. Past, present, future, and are covered in both styles, while the whole reading is done with a psychic intuitive emphasis as well. And let me see. And yeah, thank all of y'all for stopping by. Area code 941 and area code 323. If you guys hang around, I guarantee you're going to get a reading. You're probably going to like it, but that's the point. In the meantime, I do want to give a big aloha to all of our underwriters that help make the show happen from week, month to month, year to year, beginning with well, today is like an off day. I don't know what's going on, man. Somebody's attacking me or something. Who knows? The 90-day Ascension Journey at www.90dayascensionjourney.com. When you sign up for the 90-day Ascension Journey, you will be facilitated with defining and redefining your soul true life purpose. You will be assisted with finding out what Ascension means to you. On this journey, you will be provided with tools, techniques, and systems to empower you to connect and reconnect with yourself, your emotions, and feelings in your mind, body, and spirit. Through a universal soul-centered process, you will be going through a lifelong transformation that will allow you to move forward with your endeavors and never look back if you dare. And just to let you all know, I do have a book that's a supplement to this journey, to this mentoring program. You can go to my website, spiritualimageproductions.com, and there's links for it there. You can also go to Amazon.com and Kindle. You can purchase it on Kindle for 99 cents, believe it or not. If you have more questions or you want to go further with it, then we can talk about it and talk about doing the whole program, which is a 12-week program. And just an aside, I'm in the process of working with a woman, a co-host, on doing a new radio show called the Ascension Experts. So we're still refining it and putting the foundation together for it. But hopefully within the next few days, next week or so, we'll be getting out some more information where you can participate and become and connect with it more if you want. So anyhow, we also have Anovate at www.spiritualimageproductions.anovate.com with over 25,000 scientific published papers on colostrum, a 90-day guarantee, and winner of the Healthy Living People's Choice Award twice over. Anovate focuses on helping people with weight loss, anti-aging, heart disease, diabetes, depression, high blood pressure, asthma, allergies, rheumatoid arthritis. Yeah, that's what I said. Rheumatoid arthritis, inflammation, gout, lupus, fibromyalgia, Crohn's disease, cancer, ulcers, the polio virus, chronic infection, digestive disorders, Alzheimer's disease, autoimmune disease, thymus gland, mental clarity, maintenance and protection of the immune system, synthesis and repair of the RNA and DNA, much, much more. If you want, and all this information that I'm regurgitating to you right now, you can find on my website, spiritualimageproductions.com. You go to the Nate Psychic Show link, click on that, and that'll take you to the page I'm on right now. We also have Maha Dakini Lorraine at www.mahadakini.com. Maha Dakini Lorraine's life has been a personal journey exploring sexuality and spirituality for over 20 years. She's a certified tantric counselor and graduate of Margaret Long's year-long Skydance Tantra Facilitating Program, as well as a current member of the American Association of Sex Educators, Counselors, and Therapists Club, and a charter member of the Association of Sexual Energy Professionals. Should regularly attend trainings and conferences to keep current with the latest research and information on sexual education. You can find that we do have Revitalized Biogenic Technologies at www.revitalizedbiogenic.com. Born out of the Soviet space industry, Revitalized Biogenic Technology is a product of 30 years and billions of dollars of Russian research. Is believed to bring about more the science of water together in one product than any other water available today. The well-defined, perfect crystal-shaped water enables rapid absorption and usefulness of aerosols via the increased osmotic drive created by imprinting the water with a high amplitude frequency assists the cell with a healthier foundation for nutrient uptake and release of toxins. It speeds up the delivery of nutrients into the cells and potentially increases your energy. Does not compute. Anyhow, so we're going to get started here now. I know you guys are all excited about these readings that I'm about to do, but that's besides the point. So anyhow, we're going to go ahead and get started with area code 941. Aloha, area code 941. You're on the air.
Hi. My name is Carla.
I'm sorry, say again?
My name is Carla.
Parla, okay. That's
yes.
An interesting name. And Parla, how did you hear about it and where are you located?
I'm in Florida.
Peas and cat.
Yeah, Carla.
Is that what I heard? Well, I thought you said Carla, but then it sounded like Parla, and I thought, well, that's an unusual name. But okay, Carla it is. Okay, Carla, and you heard about us on Blog Talk Radio. Now, are you okay if I get your birth date?
Sure, that's fine. 2/8. Do you need the year too?
February 8th?
Yes.
February 8th? And what year?
65.
What year?
65. In 1965.
Okay, yeah? Was that a good year?
It is a good year, yeah.
All right. Carla, so are there any particular questions that you want to ask or have answered?
Yeah. My question is, I just started renting office space, and I was wondering, for my business, do you see me being successful in there? And do you see I share an office with a doctor? Do you see our working environment being very cohesive, getting along really good in that? And, like how my business will become.
Okay. Carla, right off the top of my head, how are you and the doctor getting along right now?
Good.
Okay.
I think
it
good.
Feels
yeah.
like there's some. It feels like there's some clutter going on. There's maybe some misunderstanding, maybe some miscommunication going on. Is that right?
Oh, because she doesn't speak English very good. She's Chinese.
Okay. Now I understand. Okay.
That's the only thing. It's kind of a little hard to understand her, and I don't think she understands me all the time.
Okay, so that's what I'm picking up. So Carla, one of the things, do you know what paraphrasing is?
Kinda. Can you explain?
So you're telling me you kind of know what paraphrasing is. Is that what I hear you saying?
Yes.
So did you hear what I just did? I paraphrased you just now. You didn't even know it, did you?
No.
Okay. So paraphrasing is repeating back to people what you think you heard them say in the way that you understand it. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. So I would use this technique with this doctor regularly, like all the time. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Because if you don't, I think what's going to happen is you're going to have some misunderstandings, and you guys are going to get in a quarrel, and then you're going to lose everything. So does that make sense to you?
I mean losing my place there, or what do you mean?
It's very important that she understands what you're saying and that you understand what she's saying. Because if you don't, that could be easy, especially like what's today's date? The 16th. Tomorrow, Mercury goes retrograde. Do you know about Mercury retrograde, Carla?
Yes. Okay,
and during Mercury retrograde, there have been a lot of friendships that have been lost because people got into arguments, and they just couldn't stop. They just kept arguing, and pretty soon they said, okay, we're done. And they never reconnected back again. So it's like that. So it's very important that you be very clear with the communication process with this doctor so that you can make sure that you're both on the same page. As long as you're on the same page. She's a strong-willed person, isn't she?
Somewhat, yes, I guess, yeah.
Yeah. It's not that she likes to have her way. It's just that she's very clear about what she wants out of life. I believe that's what I'm feeling from her. Mm-hmm. And so with that in mind, it's important that you don't get in the way of that, because if you do, that will offend her, and that will be and that, because she's kind of sensitive too, isn't she?
Sensitive? I don't. Yeah. I'm not really quite sure.
Okay.
About that, but
so anyhow, as long as your communication with her is clear and transparent, I think you're going to be fine. But if you don't make that effort, you don't take that time to do that homework, Carla, you might find yourself in a jam, and you might not like it. Does that make sense to you?
I mean, we kind of understand each other. We don't talk very much to each other because we're a different business. I mean, she's already. I've only been there a week. She's already referring all her patients to me.
Okay, and that's good. Again, and you've only been there a week. Tomorrow, Mercury goes retrograde, and people like to argue during Mercury retrograde. For the next 2 weeks, beginning tomorrow, Mercury is going to be retrograde, and you're going to see that. People are going to be arguing, and you're going to go, where is this coming from? Well, Mercury is retrograde, duh, okay, fine. So it's going to be like that. Does that make sense to you? Okay. So now, in May, you went through a big shift in April, May, June of this year. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you know why?
Well, I was renting another space, and it was a really bad rental. It just was like the worst place ever, and that was the beginning of it. April was the beginning of it.
Do you know have you ever heard of the 7-year itch? Well, the 7-year itch typically applies to couples. One person or the other or both will have a certain sign in the chart where the planet Uranus is at. I attribute the planet Uranus to the 7-year itch. It takes 7 years to go from one sign to the next, and it's been in Aries for several years up until May of this year. So even though you rented that space, the energies weren't right, and finally, when that transition process through, and Mercury Uranus finally went into Taurus, it shifted the energies, and then you go, oh, okay, I'm not supposed to be here, so I'm out of here. So you split. So you moved out of there. Is that correct?
Well, I had to wait till the lease was up. So.
Okay. So anyhow, Uranus went into Taurus, and your Jupiter's in Taurus, Carla, which means you're going to go through a lot of healing with rebelliousness for the next several years, for the next 7 years. Okay? The middle of that energy being 2022, I believe, February 2022, if I remember right. So around February 2022, this energy is going to be building until February 2022, and then it's going to decrescendo and start decreasing little by little over a period of 3.5 years. So for the 7 years, you're going to be going through a lesson plan concerning Mother Nature, grounding, working with your hands, walking. Do you walk, Carla? Do you do walking regularly?
Yes.
Okay, good. It's very important that you continue to walk because that's going to be very healing. The other thing you could do is yoga. Have you ever heard of Hatha yoga?
Yes.
If you did Hatha yoga, do you do Hatha yoga or any kind of yoga at all?
Yoga.
Okay. Well, anyhow, as long as you continue to do yoga, that's going to be very helpful for you, very healing for you, and then that's going to be. Now, the other thing that's going on, Carla, is you for the next several years, for the next 3-4 years, you're going to be training. You're going to be training for a big party that's going to happen in March 2023. Do you understand that?
Mhm.
Carla, I want you to hear me. March 2023. You're going to want to write that down because it's going to be a huge party for the whole planet, and the people that have Aquarius are going to be in the middle of that party. So it's going to be huge. 2022, you're probably going to be moving somewhere. Like, have you already moved within the last year or so?
No.
Probably 2022, you're going to be moving. It's going to be a big move, not a minor move, maybe to another state, maybe to another country. I don't know, but it's not going to be a small move. It's going to be a big move. And then 2023, you're going to get settled in. You're going to get all comfy, and then you're going to throw a party, and you're going to be partying in March of 2023. And it's going to continue like that for several years to come because Pluto is going to go into Aquarius, and it's going to be in Aquarius for several years, about 15, 16, 17 years. So for you, you're going to just, you're the way you do, you look at yourself, the way life is for you, the way you do art, the way you do cooking, cleaning, all kinds of stuff. It's going to change for you for over a period of 15, 16, 17 years, beginning in March 2023. Does that make sense to you?
Mhm.
So now, Carla, your Saturn is in Pisces. You don't like hospitals? You don't like being in hospitals at all, do you?
Hospital?
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me.
It doesn't? Are you claustrophobic, Carla?
I don't like really, really tiny places, but
okay.
like being in a room, is fine. I usually work in a small office. I have a sense that you were buried in another lifetime, alive, literally. Maybe you were almost dead, and people didn't know it, and they buried you anyhow, or something. But I have a sense that you were buried alive in another lifetime. Mm-hmm. So Carla, whatever you do continue with the yoga, the walking, and that's gonna help you with all that to begin with. Anyhow, on so many levels. So now next year is going to be a big year. Have you come across some paranormal events like ghosts or healings or anything like that, Carla? All the time.
Yeah. You see ghosts? Are you psychic?
Yes.
Do you do readings and stuff?
Yes, and healings. Yes.
Well, Carla, what the heck are you doing on that at that end of the spectrum? You should be on this end doing readings with me. What are you talking about? I tell you what, Carla, if you want to come on my show and be a guest psychic, get a hold of me and we'll talk and we'll see about bringing you on. You have your own website and everything?
No, not yet.
Not yet? Okay. Well, Carla, next year is going to be a big, big year for you. Concerning the paranormal, concerning Pisces energy, and dealing with any fears that have to do with claustrophobia or ghosts or or even the clergy. Anything that has to do with devotion or what's that word I want to the opposite of being devoted is being obsessive. I think that's the word. So anyhow, you're going to be dealing with a lot of energies, a lot of stuff on those levels next year, and you'll get to them when you get to them. But just know they're on their way. They're just nothing but learning lessons, learning plans, things that you're supposed to learn, and then you'll move on. Once and you know, if you just let them go, just understand what you can, and then let them go, then and just move on. You'll be fine. Does that make sense to you?
Mhm.
Now, Carla, do you have a bachelor's degree?
A bachelor's? No. I do have a degree, but not a bachelor's degree. No.
Okay. Because Carla, I haven't done your soul chart. And if you want to get a hold of me later, we can talk about your soul chart. But you are destined to do research and teach in the higher education level. To do communication. You could become a radio, not only a radio show host, but an anchor on a television station or something like that, a news station, other stuff like that. So your North Node is in Gemini, but it's in retrograde, which means you have to go out of your way to make some of this stuff happen. It's not just going to happen to you. So does that? And writing a book. Have you written a book yet, Carla?
Starting.
Okay, good. Well, finish it, Carla, because you're due. In order for you to get to your next step, you need to write that book. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. So that book will help you get your foot in the door for conferences, for workshops. It's mostly to acknowledge to people that you are an expert in the field of that which you are writing about. Does that make sense?
Mm. Yes.
Okay. So now in terms of your business, I think I've already answered that in a roundabout way, Carla, because right now, again, you're training for what's going to happen in March 2023. So the relationship between you and this doctor is not so big of a deal as getting you ready for what's going to happen in March 2023. And whether you guys get along or not is a whole different story, but it is a good idea that you guys get along because it'll make it easier for what you're going to be doing in March 2023. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. So now I'm doing a card spread, and area code 301, thank you for stopping by. We have plenty of time for a reading, so if you guys want to be patient, I'm going to get you a reading that is going to be useful to you. Let me see. I did a card spread, and right now things seem kind of slow for you. But if you just be patient, your things are going to be fine for you. You're going to be coming out. The stuff that you're going to be working with is going to be fine. And some of your problems now by moving to where you're at now, Carla, it's at how do I want to say this? It's helping to overcome some of the problems you've been dealing with at that other place. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah,
okay.
Because she's really nice. The other person was really mean. Yeah. Okay.
Let me see. Let me look at this other thing real quick. I'm not. Swords. Oh, it is winter. All right. So I think some of the stuff that I've been telling you about this woman, this card confirms exactly what I was talking about. It's very important that you be very transparent and that you use paraphrasing with this woman and that you be very clear of what's going on, because otherwise it's going to cause a lot of problems if you don't take the time to do that. Carla, does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. So, and this card definitely confirms that. You're going to be meeting a guy. Are you involved with somebody right now?
No.
Well, there's a guy that's coming into your life in the fall time. The springtime, March, April, May, and he's going to be just a really good guy to hang out with. But he's bringing you. He's a messenger. He's going to be bringing you some messages that are going to be very important for you. So don't blow him off. And maybe he's too young for you, but you can hang out with him like your little brother or something like that. But he's got some messages for you. Again, he's coming. He's wearing some kind of a hat. He reminds me of an Eskimo. He's wearing a red jacket or something, and he's a younger guy. Maybe he's in college or something, but just pay attention to what's going on. And then there's another guy that's coming into your life, an older. Well, he's a little bit older. He's got blonde hair, and this guy, you're going to be wanting to keep a distance with this guy, like arm's length, because he's not going to be a very. He might seem nice, but he's going to be a trickster, and he's going to be manipulative. I think it's the best word. So you're going to want to be cautious with this guy and really pay attention in terms of what his intentions are. Okay, and again, more deception. Do you do meditation and prayer and all that, Carla?
Yes.
Be regular. Be devout to your practices, because if you don't, then, and if you're off even one day, that could throw you off, and there could be people that are coming in and trying to manipulate you or screw with you. Does that make sense to you? So you're going to want to maintain your practices so that you're clear with your thoughts and actions, words, and deeds, and nobody pulls one over on you. Otherwise, you're gonna go, oh, what happened? And then all of a sudden you're gonna be on your butt and wondering how you got there. Does that make sense? All right. Let's think. Do you have crystals in your house, in your place?
Yes.
You're going to want to put crystals, quartz or amethyst crystals, other crystals if you want, but mostly that's what I recommend is quartz crystals or amethyst crystals in your living room, at all corners of your living room and all corners of your bedroom. Does that make sense? All right, and I don't know. Does that answer your questions in terms of what you're trying to get to?
Oh, yes, definitely. Thank you.
Okay. So, Carla, if you're interested in coming on the show, get a hold of me. Otherwise, come back and let us know how you're doing, and enjoy the weekend. Aloha.
Oh, okay, thank you.
So we're gonna move forward, and we're gonna go to the next caller. Area code 323, and then area code 301. Area code 323. Aloha, you're on the air.
Hello?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Well, it's actually the clearest that I've heard you.
Okay. I'm sorry, what?
How are you? This is the clearest that I've heard you because I've been on before.
Yeah. Have you been on the show before?
Yeah, about like a month. Well, actually, just 2 months ago, when I was going through some things, going through some adjustments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did the reading help you with whatever you were going through?
Yes.
Good. And I'm sorry, you're going to have to refresh me of your name because I don't know it.
My name's Gabriella.
Gabriella. And Gabriella, how did you hear about us and where are you located at?
So I'm in LA, but I found you on Blog Talk like the first time, and then I saw you on today, and I was like, oh, okay. It's got like I've been actually looking at it all day for when you were going to come on. When I first got on.
Okay.
You're on now, so let me call.
Gabriella, are you okay if I get your birthday?
Yes, it's April 2nd, 1998.
April 1988?
98.
Oh, 98. Man, you're a kid. Damn, boy, what's this all about? Well,
Not
that's
quite.
good because well, how old are you, Gabriella?
But this life has been a long life. Well, many lives in it so far.
So let me guess. You're 20. You're 20 years old. Is that correct?
Yes.
Wow. So you got a lot of playing to do, Gabriella. I hope you know that.
I think I've played too much. I'm ready to just sleep.
Gabriella, I trust you when I say to you, you got a lot of time to play. So go play and stay out of the mud. All right.
So I'll try. I'll do my best to stay out of the mud. I just always like.
I do like that.
It's a human experience.
All right. Yeah. It's the men thing. This is a relationship question.
It's about being about business, but I mean, if that's what you feel like that spirit wants you to speak about, then I'm open.
Okay, say that again. For some reason, you're cutting out or something. But go ahead, say that again.
I was going to ask you about my new business that I'm working on, but if spirit feels like relationship, then I'm open to hearing about the message that comes to.
So you said your new job, or what is it? What's new that you're going through right now?
So I do my own business, and I used to do events for trauma victims, and then I just did the last event last week, and then I've been doing like ceremonies with plant medicine, like cacao and psychoactive medicine, and I'm talking to some clients, like lead clients, but as far as something that's more concrete and steady, and I don't know, like the nature of ayahuasca and that medicine, so I don't know how to grow it essentially because it's just me, and I'm open to traveling, and I built my website, I changed my website for it, but I feel like it's not. I mean, I just started it, but I wanted to grow like faster. So I know patience is a big part.
Well, first of all, I got to tell you, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a licensed practitioner or a licensed lawyer or anything like that. So all the information that I give you is for educational purposes only, and you can do with it whatever you want. Now. First of all, did you go through a big change in April, May, June?
Yeah, June. I was engaged to someone, and that just it was a very abusive relationship. He gave me an STD on purpose, and he told me he never loved me, just using me. And I was like homeless after that, and I started putting my life back together. That's that experience.
Okay. All right. So Gabriella, let me think about this. You got a lot going on. First of all, did we talk about the 7-year itch last time?
Not really.
Do you know about the 7-year itch?
No.
Well, the 7-year itch has to do with relationships. Typically, one person or the other or both have a certain sign in their chart, and Uranus takes them through the 7-year itch. I attribute the 7-year itch to the planet Uranus, which is the planet of freedom and rebellion. It has been in Aries for several years up until May of this year. In May of this year, it went into Taurus. Now, I don't see any Taurus in your personality chart. In your soul chart, it might be a different story. So, but what I do say to you, Gabriella, is that things should have been freed up. Things should have opened up for you in May of this year. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, with me getting clearer on what I want, I was still stuck in that relationship at the time. And then June is when the first week of June, that's when it ended, and I never looked back since.
And how long had you been involved with this guy?
It was very short. It was from like April. It was like from late March or April to June, and that was it.
Okay, now, have you ever read any of the books by a woman by the name of Dolores Cannon? Have you ever heard of her?
Her name sounds familiar, but I haven't read the book. So.
Dolores Cannon has a whole series of books. That just hit me like a rock. Gabriella, this woman talks about, she does hypnosis. Actually, she's passed on. She's transitioned several years ago. But all the books, a lot of the information that she got was from clients through hypnosis. And so anyhow, there's a whole in I think 2 or 3 of those books, she talks about the indigo people. Have you heard of the indigo people?
Yes.
Well, if I'm correct, Gabriella, which I think I may be, you came here to help this planet transition from the age of Pisces to the age of Aquarius, which is a huge undertaking. It's a 150-year process. It takes 150 years for our solar system to go from the age of Pisces to the age of Aquarius, which I think will be complete in 2025. Now, if I am correct, Gabriella, a lot of the people who have volunteered to come here with for that process, for that particular purpose, that's all they're here to do. And they're here to help people transition and move forward, and then they're going to move on to some other galaxy, some other planet somewhere else. Now, usually what happens is they're not involved in relationships very long. A lot of times they don't have kids. Their karma is minimized in terms of the amount of karma they're going to accumulate during this lifetime, so that they can move forward and move on to their next assignment, which will be somewhere else, in some other planet, some other galaxy, or something else. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, I know that I've always developed pretty quickly.
So that may be what's happening to you, Gabriella, is that your soul is trying to keep you out of trouble, out of heavy-duty relationships, out of heavy-duty karmic ties, so you can move forward. And so I think when I told you earlier, go out and have fun, that's exactly what I meant, is go out and have fun. Just enjoy life for what it is. Don't worry about becoming a queen or becoming president or anything like that. Just go out and have fun, Gabriella, because that's what's going to be helpful the most for the people that you're going to be dealing with and being of service to. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I agree with you because especially about the soul part, because like every guy I've kind of come close to, something is always like cut it, like just something energetic, like cut it off.
And your soul is going, and your soul, that's probably due to your soul. Your soul is going, no, don't get involved with this guy. We got other plans, so cut it out. So your soul is trying to keep you out of those heavy ties so that you can get ready for your next lifetime, and that could be years from now. It's undetermined, but you'll get there when you get there. But for now, Gabriella, as I told Carla earlier, you're getting ready for March 2023. March 2023 is going to be a huge, huge party all over this planet. I kid you not. That's the way I see it. Years ago, I told people, shit is going to hit us the fan in January 2008. And that's exactly what happened. The stock market crash, all kinds of stuff happened. And I even had a newspaper record me and confirm that, was a witness to that. And that's exactly what happened. Pluto went into Capricorn, and that shifted a whole spectrum of stuff. Technology, politics, money, emergency systems, all kinds of stuff. Now, Pluto is going to go into Aquarius in March 2023, and that's going to be another huge shift, which I think is going to be a big party. People are just going to party. There's going to be magic, ceremonial order, group effort, all kinds of stuff, and there's going to be a big shift, and then there's going to be a big transition that's going to last for 15 years. When Pluto's going to be in Aquarius for about 15, 16, 17 years, so it's going to be a huge lesson plan for all the people on this planet, including yourself. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah,
so right now,
a big change.
You're getting ready for March 2023, Gabriella, and 2022, you're probably going to move. It's going to be a huge move, not a small move, to another state, to another country, to another city. I don't know where, but you'll get there when you get there. But probably 2022, you're going to be moving, making a big move, and just get ready. So you're going to want to relax. You're going to want to have some just have fun, have a good time, and then get ready for 2022, 2023, when the big ships the big guns are going to be coming into play, and your life is going to be a whole lot different for you after that. Does that make sense?
That's what I want. Yeah, that's why I started this new business, to do my ceremonies, but it's just I know I have to be patient for it to grow, but I don't want to run out of money or anything, and I don't know how to even do the. I'm just trusting that everything will work out, but I just need tangible.
Well,
things.
Gabriella, you just reminded me. Have you thought about taking hypnosis and being certified as a hypnotist?
No, I've not.
I'm pulling your ear, Gabriella, and I'm grabbing your shoulder. This a big hint. Duh. I would strongly recommend it. There's a guy by the name of William. I can't remember. He's out of Texas, and he does a big hypnosis conference. Just look up hypnosis conference in William. You'll probably find him. But he does it, I think, in April every year. And that'll give you a good taste about what hypnosis is all about. I think that's going to be very helpful and huge in terms of helping you out in terms of what's the name of the business, or what business are you doing now?
I would love to. But I would love to do that. I love to go, but because I used to be very in the future, and now it's the first time I've been really rooted in the present moment. So that's why that's where my anxieties are coming in, because I would love to go. So April's my birthday, but it's the present moment. I feel a little lost.
Well, now there's another program. There's a woman by the name of Gail Thackeray. Have you ever heard of her? Are you Reiki certified at all yet?
No, but I've been studying.
Yesterday, Gabriella, especially with all this Aquarius in your chart, you should definitely consider being Reiki certified. There's a woman by the name of Gail Thackeray who's actually out of England, but she lives in California, and she has a Reiki master program for $49. You can go on and watch her videos, and she does attunements on the videos, and then plus she has the PDF copies so you can read all the information too. And for $49, you can be a full-fledged master Reiki practitioner through those videos.
Her name is, I'm looking up right now. So Gail Thackeray.
Gail Thackeray. Gail and then Thackeray. Thackeray. And look up
I found her.
I think you can find that program. I'm pretty sure she still has it available. So for $49, you can go on there and become Reiki certified. I just finished my master. Okay, so I have the master. I just completed the master program a few weeks ago, and I'm looking to go forward with that further down the road. So all right, and area code 301, you're next. You have plenty of time. Trust me, we do. So what I'm doing right now is I'm doing a card spread for you Gabriella. I like your name,
Thank you.
Gabriella.
Thank
Mike,
you.
there used to be this actress. Her name is Gabriella, and she had a really nice personality. I liked her.
I like
so let me see.
Frazzled.
What's that?
But I have a really nice personality too. I'm just like frazzled because I was really frustrated. I purged a lot for the past 2 days of like energy and making goals for myself. But I'm in flow, but I just really want to help people, and I'm not helping people. I feel very just like anxious and anxiety ridden, and I thought my ceremonies would pick up already because it's ayahuasca. You know, it's just so popular here, and just wanting for that so bad to help people. And just finding the people and the people being interested. I have 2 people right now that's waiting for payment. But I just want to be able to go out there and do my work and travel with my work.
Yeah. Gabriella, one of the things that I've learned over the years of working with people and doing service, being of service, is that you know, you can help people all you want, but you don't have to help the whole world. You know, sometimes there's only a few people that you help, and that's all you need. That's more than enough. You know, you might have 5, 10, 15, 20, 50 people that you'll be helping constantly all year long, and that's all you need to help for the time being. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, but how do I take care of myself too? That's I don't want to.
Exactly. You have to help yourself first, because if you don't help yourself, how are you going to help other people, right?
Yeah, and I've been doing self-care, but I don't want to live in poverty or run out of money or anything.
Exactly. So I would start with that. Do you have a speaker on? Do you have your phone on speaker or something?
Yes. So I hear.
Okay.
I took it on.
Yeah, there you go. If you help yourself, I think if you start with that Reiki program, that will help you get you in the right direction. And if you want to call me for some more information or whatever, then we can talk from there if you want. But your card spread. It looks like next year you're going to be doing some training, and you're going to be involved in a relationship next summer. That's not. You're going to want to take with a grain of salt. You're not going to want to be serious on that relationship, because otherwise, that's going to cause. It's probably going to be not what you think. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, all of them.
And then you're going to meet a couple of guys. You're going to meet an older guy in the springtime who's going to work with you. He's not going to be very honest, but he's going to be disciplined. And then there's going to be another guy in the fall of next year, August, September, October, and he's going to be more of a generous person. He's going to show. I think you're going to be working with him on an. I pick up nonprofit level. He either works for a nonprofit or he funds a nonprofit or something, and he's going to be able to get you in the right direction concerning some of the things that you need to do for yourself in life. So that's what you're going to want to do. What I'm picking up is he's going to be a mentor for you, and that's what you want. That's what you need, Gabriella, is somebody that's a mentor for you, so that you can go forward and in the right direction, and not just walk around haphazardly and confused. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, that's how I feel right now.
And then the springtime, March, April, May, you're going to be meeting with another woman. She has long black hair. She looks like she's Spanish or something. And she's going to, have you gone to college? You don't have a bachelor's degree at all, Gabriella?
No, I don't have. I had to drop out because of homelessness. So, and I don't have the money to go to school.
Yeah, have you got a grant before? Do you live on your own?
I live in a transitional housing program in LA. That's why I am so frustrated.
Well, what I would recommend is getting back into college and get a bachelor's. Inside 5 years, you can get a master's in business administration. I think that will get you in the direction that you really, really need to go. And you can get a Pell Grant, and the government will fund you going through school for all 4 or 5 years, or at least 4 of those years. I'm pretty sure. And that in 5 years, actually, you can do 5 years. You get a couple of student loans, and you'll be fine.
See, I don't want any. I don't want loans or anything. I'm so tired of being in debt. I don't want any of that for my life because I'm seeing all the people that I know struggling paying back these debts.
Exactly. So then get the grant. The Pell Grant you don't have to pay back, and the government will pay for you to go to 4 years of college. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I'll try. That's not what I wanted for myself. I guess.
What's that?
I said I'll try. That's not what I wanted for myself. I want to do ceremonies and stuff, but I'm just over everything at this point.
Okay. Well, since we have so many people on the phone lines, everybody disappeared. We're going to go like this. Are you okay if I do your soul chart?
Yeah, I would love to. Thank you.
Let's do your soul chart. And what I want, the reason I'm saying just go out and play, because when you turn 28, 29 years old, you're going to go through a big shift. You're either going to get married, you're going to have kids, you're going to buy a new house, you're going to get into you're going to be moving on, getting a big career move or something. But when you turn 28, 29 years old, which is still another 8, 9 years from now, everything that you've learned now, that you're learning now for the next several years, not that you're going to throw it away, but you're going to be shifting, and and you're going to be moving on into a whole different way of life. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
So what that means is that, hang on a second. 28. Okay. I just got your date, your soul chart date, 28 September 1997. That's what I got. And what's going to happen is, have you thought about becoming an FBI or going into law enforcement?
In the past, but that's not what I want for myself.
Okay. Have you thought about teaching?
That's what I wanted in the past, but that's not what I want for myself. I was a nanny for the past year with 2 children teaching. It's not what I want for myself. It takes way too much energy.
Okay. So, let me think about this. What do you want?
I joined the military at 17, and that's what I didn't want that. So I said I joined the military when I was 17. I was for medical records. That's not what I wanted as well. I just want to I want to have my own business. I want to travel and do my medicine work because that's what I've been doing all summer. And I just transitioned everything over to just strictly medicine ceremonies.
Were you were in the Army? Is that what I hear you saying?
Yeah, I joined the Air Force and I was medical records, and then I got sick with a tumor, so they gave me the option to stay or leave, and I chose to leave because it was just not what I wanted to do.
So you got out on medical leave, is that correct?
Yeah, it was like a medical discharge or something like that.
And so you get money every month from the military.
Sadly.
What's that?
I don't get any because I didn't stay in too long, so I was not qualified for that.
Really?
I was gonna.
Well, that's interesting.
I was going to go back in the summer after my relationship ended, and then Spirit told me not to, so I didn't complete I didn't finish the process.
Do you know what a tantrika is?
I was just talking about this with my friend. I also did that in the summer, and the guys were way too creepy for me. So I got really unhappy.
There's some really odd people in the tantric groups, and I agree with you 100% that they're freaks, and that's the best place for them a lot of times because that's where they fit. Okay. And do you do? I was right. I was going to say, what's that?
I was thinking about doing it again to make some money while this ceremony business picks up. I just don't want the same experience that I had the last time in that world.
I hear you. I can't. Let me see. And you live in Los Angeles, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, you live in an area where there's some big tantric groups in San Diego. You might want to look around there. But what's going to happen is, Gabriella, is that you're going to end up working within the tantric communities anyhow, doing service anyhow with them, because your Venus is in Scorpio in your soul chart. Your sun sign is in Libra. Now that's the other thing that I would recommend is either become a sheriff, become a police officer, or becoming FBI. Those are the other areas that I would recommend. And the other area is becoming a teacher, specifically an elementary teacher, teaching kids. And then the other thing that I recommend is that you become an actress, believe it or not, because your destiny has to do with perfecting the communication process, and that's what acting's all about, is perfecting the communication process, literally. So you probably would do well in the acting arena. You may not be hugely famous, but like incredibly famous. But you probably, if you just stay steady and get steady work regularly every year, you'll live comfortably, believe it or not, and you'll inspire people. Either way, in relationships, and what will motivate you will be inspiring people. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
So those are the arenas, and again, I would consider doing tantra. I don't usually recommend groups because I just stay out of their business and they stay out of mine. But what's his name? You can go on my website, spiritualimageproductions.com. On the front page, Charles Muir. There's a guy by the name of Charles Muir, and you might consider working with his group. Area code 772. You'll be next. So if you want to hang on, I'll be getting to you pretty soon. Maybe Charles Muir might want to work with him. And there are groups there in the Los Angeles area. That's
I'll check it out.
In San Diego that you can work with. And then I would consider consider becoming an officer or a teacher or a mentor. That's the other thing. The thing is that whatever you're going to do, Gabrielle, you're going to want to do it really, really well, because further down the road, you're going to be teaching it. You're going to be a mentor for it. Does that make sense?
Yes. Makes a lot of sense.
So does that answer all your questions, Gabrielle?
Yeah, it does, for the most part.
Well, if anything else, get a hold of me later, and we'll talk some more and see if there's some more stuff going on that we can talk about. All right?
Thank you so much for having me again. I really appreciate it.
All right. Well, good luck. God bless. And then come back and let us know how you're doing.
I will. Thank you.
Aloha. So we're going to go on. We're going to move forward. Area code 772. Aloha, you're on the air.
Aloha. This is Martha from Florida.
From Georgia?
Florida.
Oh, Florida. Martha,
Yeah.
how in the heck are you?
Very nice here. Nice weather. But a lot of people now.
Martha?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people what?
Coming back to Florida, for the winter.
Oh, yeah. All right. Yes, that time of year, huh? Well, Martha, how did you hear about us?
BlogTalkRadio. On the
Okay.
page.
So, Martha,
yeah.
this is what I want to do right now. I need to take a breather, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to do a reading with you or for you. Are you okay if I get your birth date?
12/24/66.
December 24, 66?
Uh-huh.
Okay, Martha, and is there any particular thing that you want to talk about that we haven't talked about?
Well, let's see. I think I don't have one single friend in this life at this moment, and like all my relationships have collapsed, like all of them. Like literally, I don't have one person on this planet that I can count on at this moment, and that's very disconcerting because I lost my best friend just recently, because she broke up with me, and a lot of people that I get in relationships with as friends, they end up leaving me or having a problem or not being able to communicate with me for some reason. So I don't know. It's just very puzzling. I'm completely confused and I'm holding on, but I, deep inside, I'm like, what the hell is this? What does this mean? So
exactly, I hear you. All right, so we will. We're going to talk about that. And I got some answers for you already, but I want to wait till we get back from the break and then go from there. I want to go ahead and send out love, blessings, healings, angels, and light and love to all those people that have come onto the show, that are on the show, all our family and friends, to all our vehicles, places of residence, to the President of the United States. Man, that guy needs some help. All his family, all his entourage, to all the people that are dealing with those wildfires in California. Oh my God! And to anybody you want to add to that, Martha?
Yeah, my friend who is sick right now. I mean, he's a friend, but he's not present because he's sick most of the time. So for him, yeah.
Okay. To everyone else in need and concern, we're going to play a song called Om Ganapataye by Daniel Paul from his album Elephant Prayers, and we will be back.
Okay.
Ganapataye, Om Ganapataye, Om Ganapataye, Ganapataye, Om Ganapataye, Om Ganapataye, Ganapataye, Om Ganapataye, Om Ganapataye. Ganapataye, Om 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 Ganapataye, Ganapataye, Om Ganapataye, Om Ganapataye, Om Ganapataye, Om Ganapataye, Om Ganapataye, Om Ganapataye, Ganapataye, Om Ganapataye, Om Ganapataye, Ganapataye, Om Ganapataye, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Ganapataye, Ganapataye, Om Ganapataye, Om 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 Ganapataye, Ganapataye, Om Ganapataye, Om Ganapataye, Ganapataye, Om Ganapataye, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya.
And we're back. This is Andrew Aloha live out of Flagstaff, Arizona with Spiritual Image Production on Blog Talk Radio and free conference call and YouTube. Establishing and maintaining right relationships through Zoom lessons. Aloha and welcome to tonight's Golden Age Psychic Show. We've talked to Gabriella out of Los Angeles and Carla out of, I don't remember where she was from, but anyhow, we've talked to both of them. They both got, I think they have a lot in store for them, and they just don't understand it. Or hopefully with the readings that I gave them, they will understand it, and they'll be able to move forward and move on with their life. And that's what needs to happen. And I think not just them, but lots and lots of people on this planet are in the same boat. There's been all the stuff going on, and people are confused. They feel maybe misunderstood, and there's just a lot that people are processing. But the thing is that we're all getting ready for a big, huge celebration, March 2023. Years ago, I told people a similar story. I told them that January 2008, shit is going to hit us a fan, and there's going to be a huge shift. It's going to be in your face. It's going to be public. You're not going to be able to deny it. And that's exactly what happened. The stock market crashed. All kinds of stuff happened. And we've been going through a transformation process concerning technology, politics, money, emergency systems, all kinds of stuff going on. And that whole lesson plan, that whole phase is about to end in about 3 years. 4 years from now, 5 years, I guess. So anyhow, that's what we're getting ready for, and I think people, may seem sad or depressed about it, or maybe, and some people are optimistic, but which I am. But I think if people just do their practices, get with the program, and just shift and focus on enjoying and appreciating life, I think that's going to take them out of that hump. And so when March 2023 hits, guess what? It's just going to be one big party. I think that's what's going to happen, but that's besides the point. Area code 301. I have you on the scope. So and we have plenty of time to still do 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 more readings. But so if you want to be patient, and then I'll plug you in, and we'll get you going for the reading as well. Right now we're talking to Martha, who's living in Florida, and she says that her friends all of a sudden, all her social life seems to be shifting on a huge level, and I think I know why. Do you want to know the answer, Martha?
Yes.
Martha, have you heard of the 7-year itch?
Oh, okay.
Have you ever heard of the 7-year itch? Huh?
Yeah, I don't understand that idea very well, but yeah, I've heard about it.
Okay. The 7-year itch, I attribute to the planet Uranus, which has to do with freedom and rebellion. The more it becomes free, the less it rebels. And so it usually takes 7 years to go from one sign to the next. And usually it has to do with relationships predominantly, and either one person or the other or both have that sign in the chart that Uranus is in. Now, let me see. You just started 7-year itch cycle in May of this year. Did you have a big shift going on in April, May, June of this year?
This year has been shifts all over, but I don't know exactly when. But yeah, I mean, I've been having major shifts, positive ones, and making some breakthroughs, and so on. I had friends, relationships. I felt really good. I felt that I was supported and loved and embraced. And suddenly it's like there's nobody. Like literally. I don't have family either, so I don't understand that. And yes, there has been more shifts this year than before in the previous years, and I'm moving into new directions, with my work and my creativity, but
It doesn't surprise me, Martha, because Uranus is going to take you through a rebellious process for the next 7 years. With the middle of that in February 2022. And that you might want to write that down. And in fact, in 2022, you're probably going to end up moving. Wait, I take it back. Maybe not. I don't see any Aquarius in your chart at all, Martha. Wow.
You don't see what?
But Aquarius. Have you ever heard of the Aquarius? Have you ever heard of Aquarius? So you have a lot of Taurus. You're a very stubborn person. Is that right?
I don't know. I guess probably, yes.
Martha, do you have crystals and rocks in your place? I don't know if you live in a house or apartment, but do you have crystals in your place?
No.
Martha, yesterday, you're going to want to go and get some crystals and some plants. So put one or two of them in your bedroom, one or two of them in your living room, and if you have extras, put one in your bathroom and one in your kitchen. And if you can put more plants, Martha, right now it's really, really important that you connect with Mother Earth. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Do you walk regularly every day, Martha, or anything like that?
No.
Martha, you're going to want to walk. Every day you're going to want to walk like once and spend a lot of time with nature. Though nature is going to be your friend, Martha, you may have all these friends, and that's how you're going to know your friends from your real friends. The friends that really like to go out with you and spend time in nature with you, those are the ones that you're going to want to keep around. Because for the next 7 years, Martha, you're going to want to spend a lot of time in nature. Go hiking, go camping, go walking, work in a nursery, work with flowers. I don't know, work in a garden or something. But you're going to want to spend a lot of time with Mother Earth, with Mother Nature. Does that make sense to you?
Okay, yeah.
I wouldn't worry about your other friends right now. Because the ones that are going to be your true friends are the ones that are going to come out and say, "Hey, Martha, I want to go hiking with you. Hey, Martha, I want to go do a nurse. I want to go spend some time camping with you." Those are the ones that are going to be your friends. You're going to trade in your old friends that are caught up in all the ego crap, the stuff that's nothing but ego. You're going to trade them in for real friends, Martha. People that like to go spend time with you and camping, hiking, doing nursery or whatever. Those are going to be your real friends. Okay, so the friends that you've been that have been cutting out of your life lately are probably not your real friends anyhow. No offense, nothing personal. Does that make sense to you?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Now, just for the record, and I have to say this because sometimes people. I don't know where they're coming from, where they're going, what they're trying to do. But, Martha, if you know anyone that commits suicide, that's the worst way to transition. That's the worst way to die. Because you're going to come back in another lifetime, and it's going to be hard as hell to keep living because that whole energy of suicide is going to keep coming back to you. again and again and again until you don't have to deal with it anymore. So again, if people commit suicide, I don't support them in that way, but I also don't feel sorry for them, because if that's the choice they want to make, and if they want to be that stupid and that foolish, let them, because it's gonna be really hard for them to come back and then live another life and not deal with suicide again. And that's a really hard energy to deal with. Okay, so I have to say that. Now, you deal with ghosts. You've seen ghosts or something like that, Martha?
Yeah, I have some mediumship gift. Yeah.
Really?
Well,
do you do readings?
I have done before, but not any, I mean, I'm not practicing any of my spiritual gifts right now.
Well, get hold of me tomorrow or something, and we can talk about that and see if we can refine those energies for you. Now, what I can say is that, Martha, next year is going to be a big year for you concerning your mediumship and dealing with ghosts. And next year is going to be a big year for paranormal events. Literally. The whole year, it's going to be a huge, huge year for paranormal events, and you're probably going to be caught up in the middle of it. Now, you said you live in Florida, right? There's all kinds of paranormal groups. Maybe you might want to talk to some paranormal groups and see how you feel with those people and see how you like them.
I don't know. I've never been interested in developing that very much. But I do have the gift, and I have communicated with people from the other side, and I used to help transition, on a regular basis. There were entities around me all the time, but I kind of shut it down. It's been a while that I don't practice.
That's like saying, oh, I don't want to have sex anymore. Oh, okay, sure, why not? Well, Martha, if you don't want to have sex, that doesn't hurt my feelings. It's none of my business. But I tell you what, your mediumship is a part of who you are, Martha, a part of what you're here and what you're all about. To shut down your mediumship and a different form of communication is probably, I think, not the healthiest thing in the world for you. I think you should deal with it and work with it and go from there. And again, if you want, we can talk tomorrow and see if we can find some things that will help you deal with that and work with that. Because if you include it as part of your tools in terms of dealing with life, then I think that you're probably going to find that it's going to be very helpful for you, Martha. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, I mean, I have been, I have those gifts that I don't use, and I suppose sometimes I don't know if I'm in the right, occupation. I mean, I'm more creative and I write, but I used to do healing and mediumship, like channeling more than mediumship, I guess, but I don't know if that's what I'm supposed to do.
You are because Martha, your sun sign is in Gemini, your moon sign is in Gemini, your Mars is in Gemini in your soul chart, and I guarantee you, Martha, your soul, as a soul, your soul is here to do research, to communicate, to do studying, to write books, and to teach at the college level. You're meant to teach at the college level, college classes, Martha, believe it or not. So you're ignoring yourself, who you are. It's what I see is happening. And right now, to continue to do that is not healthy, Martha, because you're not facing your fears. You're not expanding in your horizons and your energy and being who you are as a soul. You're denying your soul, yourself as a soul, and I don't think that's healthy. I just don't think that's healthy. Again, you have at least 2 or 3 books in the works that you're supposed to be writing. I don't think you've started that. You're supposed to be doing research. You're supposed to be teaching at the college level, and if you're not, then something along those lines is probably where you're supposed to be at. And then you got this 7-year itch that's kicked in May. So you're going to really, really want to enhance who you are and start working with Mother Earth neuropathy, holistic practitioner. Have you thought about doing that?
Yeah, I've done that before. Yeah, I know. I do have a very strong gift. Like I used to just be able to tell people, like bring these messages for them that were very, very accurate in every area, physical, mental, emotional, and I haven't really done that in a very long time, and I am writing my books. Yes, you're right about that. I am writing
good
books, and I'm developing a website, for material that I'm working on right now, precisely because of this tremendous pain that I'm going through because of my best friend breakup. So it's bringing me to another level of self-realization and insights and practices,
Okay, so you're in the right direction. You just need to work with it more, and develop. Tomorrow, are you okay to talk tomorrow about some of the stuff?
Yeah.
So let's see. Tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow afternoon, your afternoon time. We'll see if I'll see if I can connect with you, and then we can and go deeper in this, because I think there's stuff there that you really could use to be of service and help to people, and you don't even know it yet. And so and maybe we can talk about bringing you on the show or something like that, or whatever.
Yeah,
or you work.
Exactly. Like if you have, maybe I'm more open right now, to be honest with you, because even though I have done some attempts in successfully helping people, I don't really know how to transition to make it a real living, or if that's what I'm supposed to do or not, and then I start confused, like I don't know what to do, and then I end up, like right now I do have work that is not related to any of this, my work, but I still work on my projects. But see, if maybe you're right, yes, I have to recognize that I kind of be stubborn, and yes,
it's like being a yogi, Martha.
Yeah.
It's like being a yogi. In this day and age, it's not easy to be a yogi, because people have to live in the 3D world and still make a living and still take care of themselves and then do the other service work, and it's not easy. And so it's really important that you recognize that, so that you can understand, maintain a balance, and that's the key. You want to maintain a balance so that you can still do your service and still take care of yourself and go from there. Does that make sense to you?
Mhm. Yes, and I think you're right, because I don't feel satisfied with what I do. I always feel like there's more that I need to do, but I'm like, well, I don't know what it is. I don't know what is it, and I have connection with my guides and my my inner guides, but I may be denying it. I may not be paying attention. I may be stubborn, as you say, like no, I want it this way. So but I know what you mean, because I do have those gifts, and they have already helped a lot of people. I've already helped people, and they are very accurate. It is a very accurate gift. It's not me telling them things. It's through my guides and their guides, and that works incredibly well to help people. And I don't know. You're right. I mean, if you have more messages about it, I guess I could hear more because I'm seeking for that direction.
Okay.
And yeah. So okay.
So I did a card spread on you, and it looks like you're going to be going through some stuff. And do you do practices, meditation, prayer, and all that stuff every
Yes.
every day? Okay,
Yeah.
so you're going to really want to focus on your practices and really get yourself organized, because now I didn't see any. I don't see any Aquarius in your chart, which is bewildering to me. And but that doesn't mean you're not going to have fun and you're not going to do all this other stuff. So next year again is going to be big for you. Working with the paranormal is going to be very big for you. It's going to be huge. It's going to be something that you're going to really want to think about and focus on, because I think the paranormal is going to be an avenue that's going to be very useful to you and very. I think it's going to be exciting for you and very interesting. So it's going to be helpful to whatever you're trying to accomplish in life. Does that make sense to you? And again, your North Node is in Taurus retrograde, which your soul has come here to connect with Mother Nature, with the Earth, and a lot of the stuff that you've come here to do has to do with dealing with the Earth. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, a person that does the weather. You could be one of those and do really well at that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's
Believe
true.
it or not.
I used to predict where the hurricanes were gonna hit with accuracy every time, without watching the news, because I don't watch the news. But
me neither. So let's talk tomorrow, Martha. And I want to go ahead and get to this other person, area code 301, and I want to get these.
Are you gonna? Do you have my number? Do you call me, or how do we connect?
I have your number. Tomorrow afternoon sometime I'll connect with you, and then we'll see if we can help find your skills, because I think you're ready. You're ready for that, and I'm assuming that you just don't understand how to go about it. That's what I'm going to see if I can help you with tomorrow.
Okay, Andrea. Thank you. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Right. Well, thanks a lot, and then we will talk to you soon. Aloha.
Yes. Aloha. Bye.
So we got time for one more reading. Area code 301. Aloha, you're on the air.
Aloha, Andrew. How are you?
Very good. Who am I talking to?
This is Diamond calling from Washington, D.C.
Okay. And have you been on our show before?
No, I'm a first-time caller.
Really? And
yes,
I'm sorry, what's your name again?
Diamond.
Huh?
Diamond, like the jewel?
Yeah, are you a diamond in the rough?
No, sir, I'm a perfected diamond. Polished and perfected.
Okay, Diamond.
How about that?
All right. I'm going to sell you so we can make some money. How's that?
Okay, let's go. Let's do it.
Are you okay if I get your birthday, Diamond?
January 4th, 1970.
70. Well, that was a good year, wasn't it?
I don't know. They all have good and bad. That's the master number 22 there.
22? You do numerology?
A little bit.
Okay.
Dabble in it.
All right. So, Diamond, while we're talking, I'm putting together your chart so that we can figure out where you're at, what you're doing, and what's going to come down your pipe. Are you okay with that?
I'm okay with that. Yes, thank you.
And how did you hear about us, Diamond?
Well, I was kind of in a state right now where I need some guidance, so I went to Blog Talk and I found you there.
Well, it must be your lucky day. Why not, right?
Why not, exactly. And I've been enjoying listening to the readings.
Oh, yeah, good. Off the top of the chart, Interesting. Okay. Your sun sign is a Capricorn. So, what do you do, Diamond? What kind of work do you do?
I'm in sales or business development, basically sales for a professional services firm.
You must do really good because you got some Capricorn going on. That means you make money. Is that right?
Not enough, but I'm doing okay. The bills are being paid.
All right. Well, okay, so that's good. And I see. Yeah, you got a lot of Capricorn going on. Have you thought about being a politician?
No, I don't want to do that.
I just thought I'd ask. Okay.
Even though I'm in DC, I want to stay away from that.
I noticed that. You said that earlier. Let me see. All right. I am. I'm going to do your soul chart too, since you're 30, 40, 48. Is that you're 48? Is that correct?
That is correct.
48. So you've been doing the soul chart thing for quite some time. Let me ask you this: around 28, 29 years old, what happened to you? Did you get married, have kids?
I was in a terrible marriage, and I was having kids, yes. Probably 28, 29, I didn't realize it was terrible at that point.
All right, fair enough. All right. So that's when your soul chart stuff kicked in. Your soul, typically on 28, people, they're born with a personality chart, and then around 20, 25 years old, everything plateaus and everything's just easy going. And then around 28, 29 years old, their soul chart stuff kicks in. So that's what you've been doing is living your soul chart stuff for several years now, at least 18 years. And so what I'm doing right now is I'm tapping into your soul chart. I'm looking up your soul chart as we speak. So that way it'll give you an idea of where you've been for the last several years and where you need to be now. Does that make sense to you?
Sure, that makes sense to me.
So, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As well? All right. Okay, hang on. Time out.
Are you actually you're not in Hawaii, are you?
No, I have lived in Hawaii before, but I moved back several years ago. I lived there for about 7.5 months in Maui, believe it or not.
Oh, yeah. Maui is beautiful.
Yeah, I was ready to come back. There was too much water for me. I think I got island fever or something.
Oh.
I said, I'm out of here. I'm going to go back to California. So I did. I came back to California, and then I turned around and I did the tour with Amachi the Hugging Saint. Have you ever heard of Amachi the Hugging Saint before?
No, I haven't.
She won the Gandhi Peace Prize Award back in 2003. And in fact, next week she's going to be back in California. She actually lives in India in a place called Kerala, I believe it is. And so anyhow, every year she does a tour out here in the United States. And then during the Thanksgiving, she comes out here and spends some more time with the devotees and so forth. And she will actually be here next week in San Ramon, California, if people want to go visit her and get a hug. She's hugged over 45 million people in her lifetime, and that was several years ago. I don't know how much it is now, but it's well over that, I'm sure now. But she has hugged lots and lots and lots of people.
That's incredible.
Yeah, right?
So,
let me see. Okay. So I'm putting together your chart. I'm almost done for your soul chart. And this should give us some idea. I mean, we still got about 14, 13 minutes. We've got plenty of time. So,
Okay.
number one, let me see. Did I see that there? Yeah, there is. Did we talk about the 7-year itch?
You said, did we talk about it? No, we're just getting started, Andrew.
Okay, because I've been having to refer to the 7-year itch all night long tonight because a lot of people are going through the 7-year itch. Every 7 years, the planet Uranus, which is the planet of freedom and rebellion, goes from one sign to the next, and it rebels and it rebels and rebels until it feels comfortable, and then it'll be free to be. So anyhow, it's been in Aries for several years up until May of this year. In May of this year, Uranus went into Taurus. Okay, so you're going to be dealing with a lot of stuff that has to do with Mother Nature, with grounding, with stubbornness. Diamond, what I'm going to say to you is that you're going to want to refrain from being stubborn so much. You're stubborn too. Is that right?
I don't see it.
Okay, well then that's good. That's good. You're ahead of the game. So you're going to want to. Do you do yoga or do you walk or exercise or anything?
Yes, all the above.
Good. You do what?
I do all three. I do yoga. I definitely exercise, and I love being out in nature.
Good. So don't stop doing that. That's going to be like your routine for the rest of your life, Diamond. Those things are going to be like going to the bathroom or going to take a shower or going to eat. It's going to be something that you're going to want to keep for the rest of your life. You're going to want to continue that and never stop that until you croak and roll over and then you move on to your next. So it's like that. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, I enjoy those activities.
One of the other things that's going on is that Jupiter just went into Sagittarius. So you're going to be going through a lot of healing with your motivation. You're going to go, the things that inspire you, the things that motivate you, the things that you're passionate about, you're going to be going through a lot of healing with. Okay, does that make sense to you?
Sure.
And now, Diamond, I'm going to tell you this right now. Do you do research? Do you do some kind? Are you writing a book or anything like that?
Yes, I am working on a book.
Good. It's very important. It doesn't matter if 5 people read the book or 500,000 people read the book. It doesn't matter. Write the book because that's something that an expression of you. Now, what's the book about?
It's a children's book, a little metaphor with spiritual lessons for children.
Oh, good. That's good. And once I get back to doing interviews again, if you want to get hold of me, we can talk. And you're finished with the book, then we can talk about bringing you in for an interview. So just get a hold of me and just say, hey, remember talking to me on that cold winter night and things like that? Well, anyhow, I wrote the book, and now I want you to interview me. Do it like yesterday.
Okay, great.
Just like that. But
sounds good.
Now, do you work with any kind of paranormal? You've seen ghosts and stuff like that? You've worked with paranormal before?
A little bit. I'm definitely not afraid of them, but I don't go looking for it either. But my spiritual life is pretty heightened.
Yeah. Okay, good. Because next year is going to be a big, huge year for paranormal events. And I don't know that you have to or want to, but if I were you, just find a paranormal event that you might want to check out and just go attend it and see what happens.
Okay. Yeah,
I think you might be surprised.
That.
Yeah, okay. I think you might be surprised because I think you'll probably meet people there that you wouldn't have thought of at all or ever talking to, and you might just hit it off with some people. And I see a group of people that you might be connecting with that might be people that you might want to hang out with later on, further down the road.
Okay.
So Let me think about this. Have you thought about working with actors at all?
Oh,
Taking
yeah,
acting
I would
classes?
love to. Yeah, I've done a little bit of acting.
I'm not saying go out of your way, but I think you could teach acting classes and help people out in acting that you would never even think about, and you probably will help them in ways that they've been needing help, and you would never refer to you because they would never think about talking to someone like you because they're just looking to act, but they're not looking to heal. And acting for a lot of people, they don't realize it. It's actually a healing modality. It's very healing for them, but they don't realize that, and they don't tap into that. So it's like that.
Okay.
So okay, now I'm going to do a card spread for you.
Yeah, one thing I would love
to
know about. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. What?
One thing I would love to know about is my love life. Not too happy with it. I would love to know, if there's am I ever going to find a wonderful committed relationship, or what the chart says about that.
Are you involved with anybody right now?
Friends, but no committed relationship.
Okay. So one of the things, you see, Capricorn, I believe that if you get involved with anybody, it's probably not going to be for a few years. And I think that person may be somebody that you might end up living for a very long time with. Not till March 2023.
Oh, wow.
Your Venus is in Capricorn, and the type of guys that I'm assuming you're heterosexual.
Yeah.
No offense. But the type of guys that you that really connect with you are very stubborn people they're park rangers. They're people that are very grounded, guys that are very grounded, even truck drivers. And also politicians or people that are now you in the past you've been involved with guys that have been into a lot of trouble. Is that correct?
No, good guys only.
You haven't? Oh, good. Well, then that's good. That's actually good because that's not a good. Sometimes a lot of times women like they like the dangerous guy that that gets into trouble. They've been in prison. They've been in jail. They live a hard, fast life. But that's not necessarily. That's not necessarily the type of guy that's good for them. Now, the other side of that coin, the other side of that spectrum, are guys that make a lot of money. They're bankers. They're politicians. They run their own businesses and are really they're CEOs of international companies. Those are the type of guys that are the other side of the spectrum that you would get along with guys and on a more spiritual level, guys that are park rangers. They're very stubborn, but for good reasons, and they're very grounded. They could even be a truck driver or something like that. So your Venus is in Taurus in your soul chart, and those are the type of guys that you're looking for. Now, it's possible that you're going to be meeting somebody pretty soon. It's very possible, but this person is going to be somebody that you're going to be learning how to deal with the 7-year itch. It's going to be somebody that you guys are going to be learn how to handle the 7-year itch. So it wouldn't surprise me if you did meet somebody next year or even this year, anytime soon. But it's not going to be somebody that's going to be for a fling, for a short-term purpose for a few months and then you're done. It's going to probably be for several years, at least 3 years, I want to say, but probably 4 or 5 years or more. Now, again, I don't know if you probably didn't hear this earlier, but have you ever heard of Dolores Cannon?
Yeah, I did hear you talking about her earlier.
Yeah, she writes about the indigo people. There's 3 waves of them, and the last wave is being born now. I think they're in the final phases of being born. But the first wave are the people that were born back in the 60s and late 50s or something like that, mid 50s. And I think that you're part of that wave, right? Oh no, 70. And then I think you're involved in the second wave. The first wave, which is the wave that I'm involved with, was came in and helped clear the way for the second and third wave, and that's what we've been doing for several years. And your wave, you're this next wave, and you're here to develop and help this planet transition from the age of Pisces to the age of Aquarius. And that transition is almost over. It's going to be over in 2025, completely and officially. Now, the thing is that you may have come here. I have a feeling that you may have come here to help with this process. You're an indigo person, and because you're going to be moving on to another galaxy, another planet after you pass on, after you die. Then your soul is probably going to keep you out of as much karma as possible. Which means keeping you from having kids or being married or anything that's heavily tying you down in karma in this lifetime. Your soul is going to keep you out of. So I would focus on doing the service that you came here to do, because once you move on, you're going to be moving on to some other planet, some other galaxy or whatever, and there you're going to be having that's going to be a much bigger lifetime than this is right even now. So there's a lot of factors, a lot of stuff going on, and right now just focusing on being of service and doing the service that you came here to do is the most important thing that you can do for yourself and for humanity and for everyone else on this planet. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, it does. Life of sacrifice.
Yeah, and I know it seems like it can be lonely, but if you connect with your spirit guides and your ancestors and your ancestors and all the other beings that are on the other side that are your family and friends and so forth that are already transitioned, if you connect with all of them, you guys can all work together, and then you'll be fine. You'll be in good shape. All right.
Okay. All right, that sounds good. Thanks so much for the reading, Andrew.
All right, Diamond. Good luck. God bless. And come back and let us know how you're doing. And have a good Goddess weekend. Aloha.
Aloha, mahalo.
Thanks to all of you for stopping by. Have a Goddess weekend. Be the love that you are, always have been, and always will be. Aloha.